Good morning and happy Sunday.
Hello and happy day.
Well, then you do the damn thing.
Hello and happy day. Welcome to New Age Custom Farming. If you're new here.
If you're new here, we're a custom farming operation out of Wisconsin. But today we're not custom farming.
We're farming for ourselves.
Yeah, we are baling hay today. Well, I shouldn't say we. Mason and Dalton and Greggy are baling hay today. I'm working on this people hauler because we got 3 weeks to get her done, and if I don't stay at it, I don't want to hear it. Right now I'm drilling the holes to mount the boards to the deck. I'm using our Milwaukee mag drill, and it's a little sketchy, I'm not gonna lie.
What's sketchy about it?
Well, so
let me flip her.
I'll show you what a mag. So a mag drill, this is a big magnet that you turn on and off on the back. See, I'll turn it on. So it's on right now. See how it's supposed to magnetize to the metal that you're working with, but seeing that I'm only working with a 2x2 piece of tubing here, it really doesn't, like, I really shouldn't be able to do that at all. Like, I should really have to rip on it to get it to come off. So I'm a little bit sketched that when I'm drilling, it's gonna demagnetize and take me for a ride, which is like the sketchy part of mag drills. But we're making it work because it's a lot easier than, oh, I missed one. It's a lot easier than drilling with like a regular drill, because when that punches through too, it can break your wrist too when you're trying to drill a 1/2 inch hole. So we're working at it. The problem is the drill bit won't go deep enough because I have to go all the way through this 2x2 tubing. It won't go deep enough, so I'm at least trying to just do the top hole the easy way, and then use the old regular drill for the bottom hole. So I'll show you how it works. We got her magnetized here. Really gotta hold on to it. I should probably have hearing protection and eye protection on.
As your wife? Yeah. I'm not trying to have to holler at you for the rest of my gosh darn life.
Huh?
I'm not trying to have to get you glasses so you can see my beautiful face.
God forbid you round up. Right. Fucking. Oh, I got done working on the wagon for the night. I'm gonna go run back and check on Dalton. He's making some hay bales right now. And I grabbed the drone, so I'm gonna fly the drone back there and see if we can get some footage of the baling operation going on. And I've got a soda and some snack sticks for him, so might as well give them to him too. Oh boy, they're starting to get a little wet. Sun went down, starting to get a little tough out in the field. We've been having a lot of fog, so Moisture's coming out of the ground. This field that we're in particularly has a lot of trees around it. So he's gonna go over to a field way over there that's kind of been in the sun longer today. And also this field has a lot of grass in the alfalfa, so that's not helping the cause either. So he's gonna go try that other field. If that one's too tough, we'll call her a night. Try and call it a night before we wreck anything. Seems like that wetter hay is pretty hard on the baler. We're wrapping the bales, so they're like tube wrapping them, so it's really not that big of a deal that they're kind of wet, but I don't know. Usually it just starts wrecking stuff on the baler when you start baling up too wet of hay, so we're just gonna call her in this field before we have to fix the baler tomorrow. So we'll go check out that other field. Well, Monday morning, got a corn silage job today. We're doing a little custom chopping today, hence where the name New Age Custom Farming comes from. Got the FR 700 fired up, corn head on, processor in. We fired her up in the driveway and it seems to run, so I'm gonna head out to the field and try and work on a bunker today. So got the 10-row folding corn head on, driving down the road, gonna go let her rip. Let's hope nothing goes wrong. That would be wonderful, absolutely wonderful, if the thing would just run right, do a nice job, process the kernels correctly, fill trucks, and grind feed. That's what I'm looking for. Now that I said that, probably gonna have some issues today. It's just how it goes. That's how my life goes every single day. That's just my life. Lots of problems. Don't know why, but we're gonna find out together, I guess. Unless it gets really bad, then I'm not gonna film because I'll be frustrated.
Well, I'm bringing Bree out to Avery right now so I can run up and get some supplies for the wedding DIYs that I'm working on today. And they are chopping corn, as you guys can obviously see. Harvest is here. We have this debate every single year. Do you count harvest as when your hay is, or not when your hay is going down, when you're chopping corn, or wait until you're shelling it? Or cutting beans? That is my question. I can hear the chopper in the background. Can't see them though. Hopefully they don't come busting out wherever I'm driving right now. That's good for old Rhonda, the Honda, to be driving over all this corn. Just a bald eagle flying over the field. America. Came and brought Avery some lunch. Now we're waiting on a tractor.
Yep.
How's your chopping experience so far?
Actually, pretty good.
Knock on wood.
Not too bad. I had to tighten up my blower belt a little bit, but other than that, it's crazy when you first start. Everything's kind of rusty and rough, and once you get everything shined up, it really goes a lot better. So, seems to be doing a good job. My AC kind of sucks.
So Avery is doing one customer's job and Mason is doing another customer's job right now. So we mainly run our two choppers during corn silage, not really during hay. Because then we're able to get more done, essentially, in a day, right?
Yeah.
And then we have more to get done at like a shorter time period.
Right.
That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, when you're chopping corn, you can just kind of start in the morning and go all day until you're dark or whatever. And then hay, you gotta mow it and merge it and make sure the moisture is kind of perfect. You know, the moisture can change a lot faster after you mow it, where corn, it kind of slowly dries down, you hope anyway. You can just grind feed all day.
Up a bar back here, Joe. I think I've seen 6 or 8 different UTVs just to find out this is like the boat.
Is that what
Yeah,
your
I've
day
seen
sounds
people
like?
in and out too on them going by.
Huh?
Is that what your day sounds like?
Pretty much.
The radio?
Yeah.
I don't know if the shop even opened up today.
Today is Labor Day. Today's Labor Day, and they're talking about bars in the area that are open.
Yep.
Anyway, so Mason's doing another job. So Avery has the 3 tractors and collectors on his crew because the bunker of the place that they're going to now, it's just a lot easier to have a tractor for. And then Mason has all of the trucks, so he has 3 trucks now. So we have 3 trucks, 3 collector tractors going. And then Dalton is continuing the project you guys started yesterday, which is
Baling. Yeah, he's baling hay right now. Hopefully he gets done today. And then they're hauling them home and wrapping them right away too. There you go.
And
What are you
then
doing?
I'm working on wedding DIY projects, and then I will go take care of my calves. I've already went in there a little bit today, had to fill up the milk replacer, but at least the good thing about, as much as I complain about the robot, the good thing about the robot is that I can do my calf chores whenever. I've done my calf chores at like 10 p.m. at night before. It's not fun, but I can do them whenever, which is the good part about having a robot.
That was the whole point of it, actually.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, for sure, one person would have to go back at, well, do it in the first thing in the morning, or go and then go back at like 3:30, 4 o'clock and feed again in the afternoon. And that gets to be a pain. Whereas now we can, like before you were doing it, we could go in there at 7 or 8 when we got back and check things out. I mean, what you do is a lot more than what we used to do. But
I take a lot of pride in joy in caring for the calves and making sure that they're in pristine conditions, as pristine as possible. All right, fire her up. Got a track. You want him to wave at me? So for those of you who may not know what chopping corn oil entails, essentially what you're doing is going through the cornfield with your chopper, obviously. And then as Avery spoke about before, I believe in this video, not the previous video, there is a processor in the chopper. So when you chop corn, you're taking the entire corn plant. You're not just taking the ear of corn and getting the kernels like you do when you're shelling corn. You're taking the entire plant from the ground up. As you guys can see kind of out there where they've already done is there's not much left. And so the entire corn plant will go through the chopper, and then like Avery said before, there's a processor in it, which is what's used to actually crack the kernels of corn, because you need the kernels cracked so that the cows are able to absorb the nutrients and get all the good stuff out of the corn kernels. And so that's what our fall looks like when it comes to custom farming, is that we are doing this for different farms, and then this goes into their bunkers or however they store it, and that's what they use to feed their dairy cows for the entire year. So primarily in a cow's ration is either going to be haylage, which is what we chop all summer long, or corn silage, which is what we're chopping now. Anything else to add, professional?
corn silage takes a lot longer because, just generally speaking, I would say corn silage and haylage, it's like 50-50. So obviously you have 4 crops of hay
To one crop of corn silage.
Yeah, to 1 crop of corn silage. So you have to chop 4 times as much tonnage, you know, in a short amount of time. That's why we got to run 2 choppers. But it's also a lot easier to chop a lot of tons of corn silage than it is haylage, because you're going slower through the field, but the machine is completely full the whole time, so it kind of seems a little faster. Like tons per hour is definitely higher in corn silage than it is in haylage.
The only, I would say, issue that we run into is obviously when you're having 2 choppers going, you need a lot of people and collectors. So I would say our biggest issue, which a lot of farms or businesses run into, is labor, and you need people to be able to drive everything that you have going on.
Yeah, the only plus side of corn silage versus haylage is there's 2 guys in mowers that you don't need and 2 guys in mergers that you don't need. So you have 4 extra guys right away, versus what you did in haylage.
Yep. Well, they're not wrapping now, but this is where we are putting the hay bales that are being wrapped. I'm not tall enough to show you, all back here and all along here. So hopefully they get back up and going again and I can show you guys the process. But essentially, what you guys should have saw yesterday from Avery is they are baling the hay. So instead of us going through and chopping it, you can see it's a lot longer strands and stuff and drier, a lot drier than what you see from what we chop for hay. And then there is it's wrapped in, as you can see, it's wrapped in twine, not net wrap. And then maybe they're over there. There's a tractor moving. But essentially then it comes back here and then you put it through the machine, which is over there, that I'll show you guys. And then it wraps it in what you guys know of what like our silage plastic looks like. It's not actually silage plastic, it's a little bit different. You can see it's a little bit thinner and white, completely white. Our silage plastic that's thicker and then has black on the one side, white on the other side. So essentially we had about 250 extra acres of hay-ish that needed to be taken care of. They had mowed it, they had merged it, but then we couldn't fit it onto the pile here or onto our bunker, in our bunker. So we needed to figure out what to do with it. And our solution is to kind of treat it essentially like regular hay that you bale, except for we're then wrapping it so that we can feed it to our cattle as well and have a good way to store it. So how's it going, Greggy?
Great.
What happened to the wrap down there?
The bales are too falling apart.
So now Greggy's unloading them all. Breaking again already. I have to go take Dalton some more net wraps, so I will go do that, and then when we come back we'll check this operation out again. We're here. We've got the net wrap. back to the farm with the Ranger and Bree. The boys are obviously still working, but I'm heading back to resume my duties of bride to be to go work on our wedding DIY project. We get married in 19 days, I think. And my goal is to get like everything. I don't know why they're yelling. My goal is to get like everything done. Oh, there's a excuse me? What are you doing? Bree, leave it. Ma'am? Let me call some of the boys who are over there to help me get it back in, I suppose. Well, we switched back to net wrapping the bales instead of using twine, I guess. Greggy called me and goes, come back over here and film this. Okay. What the heck's going on?
Bales are too big. I can show you once I run it here. I got to cut some plastic. I'll show you when I run it why the big bales aren't working.
That didn't work.
If we put the woolly one in there, it's too big. See the distance between the bale and the plastic there? Some of them got big and bushy, and the plastic won't go around the bale and it rips it.
So now we have to switch to net wrap instead of the twine.
Yeah, but it's $4 a bale to put net wrap on. We're going to put $4 worth of plastic on it too. So, or you do 50 cents a twine. It's kind of why you want to do twine.
Watch out.
Twine. When you cut the plastic off, you can run the twine through the bale shredder. This stuff you got to cut off too. Generally, this is all automatic. You don't have to stand here and do this. But it's Memorial Day weekend and it broke and we can't get parts. So
Labor Day
or
weekend.
Labor Day weekend, yeah.
Well, we got about six loads out of this little field here. It's pretty wet, so it sounds like we're just gonna do this field and be done with this bunker. He wants to wait a little bit. Got the headlands off. I'm about to rip the middle of it right here, and then we will just grind this little one off, and then I'm gonna holler at Mason on the radio and see where he's at, if he wants us to come back to where he is and help finish up there. But that's a pretty small little pile that he's working on, and if we run 2 choppers to that little bunker, Roland's gonna be buried with the blade, and I don't know if he won't keep up with that. So we'll see. Get this little one done and see where we're at. It'd be nice just to keep grinding feed. We got some really nice weather here, and the corn's nice and the fields are dry. So I mean, if they would let us find some places to keep chopping, it just days knocked off or days knocked off. It's nice to get a good jump on it and get going. But we'll see. Got to make good feed though. That's the name of the game. If your feed isn't good quality, then why are we even out here?
comes Avery and the corn chopper back in. Well, collector, I think he just put Def in. Now he's gonna fuel up. As you guys know, Fuel Island is perfect, especially when we're guns blazing, getting all the chopping done, because our collectors all need to be filled up every day. Avery's about to fill the chopper up. Everyone will be filling up with fuel to end the day so that they can start tomorrow off. What's going on?
The stones wore out, and when it's wore out, it goes to this side, and then it doesn't go back for some dumb reason.
What does it do?
It sharpens the knife. You can see it's going back across there.
Yep.
Right there, it's supposed to sharpen these knives when they spin in reverse, which this knife is absolutely cooked. That is not good.
Well, after we put that steer away and then I came back to sell some meat and all the guys finished filling up with fuel, I went back to go work on more wedding stuff because we are getting down in the digits until our wedding day. So it's now 9-ish p.m. I am back here in the calf barn finishing up my daily chores for the day. Avery and Dalton gave shots earlier, which is one of the tasks that I had on my list of things I needed to get done in here. But then I just came in now I have one calf that has not been drinking very good and has not been feeling very good, but has been downing electrolytes every time I give it to them. So I came and gave that calf electrolytes, and then now I'm finishing my circuit clean, so spraying everything down, cleaning it all up, making sure everything's sanitized and stuff. And I just want to say, I'm going to turn my camera around, but almost every single calf in here is laying down and snoozing. It's so cute. Everyone's got full bellies, has had a long day of running up and down the pens, whatever you want to call it, and they have all the milk in them, all the grain in them. They've all been, for the most part, drinking really, really good. Now that the robot is back up and working, and they've been downing grain as well. So things are looking good in here for now, knock on wood. But I'm gonna go finish this circuit clean, and then Avery is at home making a steak that I got out for us to eat. So eat a late dinner, shower, go to bed, and wake up to do this all over again tomorrow. And as you guys know, we're obviously heading into our very busy season of harvest. We harvest for, I would say, about 2-3 months. In September, we're doing chopping corn, and then at the end of September, we'll be going into corn and beans of shelling and cutting them. And then October, November is all things combining. So as we head into the busy season, don't forget to leave questions you have, content, things you'd like to see. It can get kind of monotonous for us all day long doing the same thing every day, but there's obviously always things we can show you guys, answer questions for you guys, and all of that. And not to mention, in the middle of that, we'll have our wedding. So let us know what you're interested in learning more about, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.